Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Hakwadash. Double honors unto our apostles and elders. Great millstone, I rule well. Much peace and blessings to all you sense out there that's pushing this 100% truth with all sincerity, faith, with charity. This is your brother Ash from the Great Millstone Miami Camp, coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai. And Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the elect. And Lord willing, I'm just gonna go straight into it. It's quick. Lord willing, it's quick and edifying, but this is just something I was meditating on through the spirit. Okay. And that's we have to, of course, we have to exhort one another to continue in the faith. And we do that in different ways, through different topics. But really the main topic is to keep pushing when it comes to videos of exhortation. That's the overall message. But this particular message, it just was inspired through the spirit from rebuking a mortal thought. Okay? As the scriptures say, let go from the mortal thoughts. In the context of going forward in these last days, and that's in the book of 2nd Ezra, the 14th chapter, around the 14th verse. Okay, let go from the mortal thoughts. As a matter of fact, let's start with that. And I'm going to come back to this after I make my point. Alright, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 14 and verse 14. I'll start at 13. This is 2nd Ezra 14 and 13. Now therefore set thine house in order, and reprove thy people. Comfort such of them as be in trouble, and now renounce corruption. Okay, that's part of the work that we're in. Right, we're setting our houses in order, right? We're getting ourselves in order first and foremost. Our minds, our bodies, putting ourselves unto subjection. Then that goes for those that we actually have the dominion and authority over through the spirit. Brothers out there with wives, children, people that look towards you, younger siblings that may, depending on you or whatever, you brothers know what's up. Because in the times, we're coming into, you want to make sure that the people around you understand that you are their leader, and they have to listen to you, they have to follow you, they have to obey you through the spirit. Because we understand, those of us that have this truth, that's doing the work of Yahweh Bashmiel Shah, we understand the Lord is raising us up to be leaders. If you're doing this work, that means you're either part of the 144,000 or not. If you're not of the elect. If you're going out there on the streets and proclaiming the names of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai and proclaiming to be a prophet, and you standing on the line, opening up the scriptures, rebuking Israel, you're standing in a lot of a prophet, whether you know that or not. Okay? So either you're a prophet or you're a false prophet. And that, is going into the lesson. Overall, this lesson is, we have to understand that it's go hard or go home. Okay? Let me finish this off. 2nd Ezra 14 and 13. Now, therefore set thine house in order, and reprove thy people. Comfort such of them as be in trouble, and now renounce corruption. Let go from thee mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man, put off now the weak nature, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. So we understand that there's a whole lot of hell getting ready to break loose. Again, as I mentioned, we're being raised up as leaders. Okay? So, again, the people around us have to understand that, or they can't be around us in the times to come. So it's just straight like that, okay? And ultimately, since we know that right now, we have to understand that that the Lord is not going to accept anything lower than that. He put us in this position, right? He said this is what it is, and that's what it is. And I'm talking to the brothers that's actually doing the work. You going out on the streets, you preaching, you know what I'm saying? You all in. I'm talking to the brothers that's all in. You got skin in the game, if you know what I mean. You have sweat equity, a lot of sweat equity, and whatever that means for you. Whatever measure the Most High gave you, you taking that measure and you bringing forth fruit with it, right? Then you know who I'm talking to, okay? That's what that's who this lesson is for. This is either we endure to the end doing this work, or we're not of the elect. And again, this goes back to just some mortal thought that I had earlier. Just dealing with, thinking about my family and, my children. You brothers out there that have children, you have these same thoughts, because this is a mortal thought. We all in the flesh, knowing that we're going into all hell about to break loose. You think about, damn, how am I gonna, especially brothers out there that got more than a couple, you know what I'm talking about. You think about these things, and it's not even that you try to think about it. It's just that you in the flesh, those thoughts just gonna come. That's why the scriptures say, set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee. 14 said, let go from thee mortal thoughts. So when they come, you gotta let it go. Even, because the stress, the flesh will try to stress you out to give it an answer to a question that you don't got no answer for. There is no answer for it. Only answer is you gotta let it go and give it to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. All right. But I was thinking, and of course brothers may know that we don't know who's of the elect. So a thought may come into your mind, say, sure, if I'm not of the elect, well, maybe if I'm not of the elect, then at least I can say that I helped do the work. I did something. I contributed to the ministry, right? That's just a thought that came into my head, and then I just say, you know what? That's a mortal thought. That's a mortal thought. That's a wicked thought, because the scriptures say if you turn from the Lord, your righteousness is not gonna be remembered. You know what I mean? So, which I'm gonna get that. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 18, and verse 23. Have I any pleasure at all that the wicked should die, saith the Lord power, and not that he should return from his ways and live? Right? So that's why the Lord gives grace. That's why we have this opportunity right now to get right with Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. And we're using this opportunity to the best of our ability. That's why we're doing the work. And Lord willing, we're going to endure to the end. Right? Verse 24 says, but when the righteous turneth away from his righteousness and committeth iniquity and doeth according to all the abominations that the wicked man doeth, shall he live? All his righteousness that he hath done shall not be mentioned. In his trespasses that he hath trespassed, and in his sin that he hath sinned, in them shall he die. Okay? So, if you go back into the world, because if you're not of the elect, if you don't make it, that means ultimately you didn't endure to the end. Your faith, when the Lord came back, you didn't have faith in him. We don't know who ultimately is of the elect or not, but we know how it's going to be made manifest. And it's going to be made manifest in the elect that their faith is going to remain to their last day on this earth. Whether they have to leave prematurely or whether they leave the earth when the ships come. And their feet physically leave the earth and they get beamed up. But their faith is going to remain until. You see? That's why the scriptures say, if a man putteth his hand to the plow and looketh back, he is not fit for the kingdom. So there's no way to bow out gracefully in this truth. So knowing that there's no way to bow out gracefully in this truth, we must develop an understanding, a good understanding, that it's either go hard or go home. It's either all gas and no brakes. It's either you win it, you in it to win it, or that's it. You got to be in it to win it. That's it. It's no either or. It's nothing else. Win, win, win. All right? But I mean that though, for real. Okay? There's no other way. So that's really all I wanted to say. And Lord willing, with that, I hope it was edifying. I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakadash. Shalom.